Drink 1 cup of this before bed to help your waist look smaller in the morning, because here's the truth nobody tells you. Your belly isn't only a food problem. Sometimes it's a signal problem. If you've been doing everything right, low carb, more steps, more workouts, fewer calories, and your midsection still won't budge, this is for you. Most people attack fat loss like it's a math equation. Eat less, move more, repeat. And yes, food matters, exercise matters, but your body isn't a spreadsheet. It's a chemical factory run by hormones, and hormones don't care how disciplined you feel if the wrong switches are flipped. Here's the wild part. You can trigger a whole lineup of fat-burning hormones through training, fasting, and good nutrition, yet still get blocked by 2 counter hormones that act like bouncers at the door. The bouncers win. Those 2 are cortisol and insulin. And if they're high, especially at night, your body doesn't burn fat. It protects you, it stores, it holds, it clamps down, especially around the waist. Let's start with the one everyone talks about but almost nobody understands: cortisol. Most people think cortisol is only a stress hormone, like work was crazy, cortisol is up. Sure, but cortisol is also deeply connected to your sleep architecture, and sleep is where a lot of body recomposition actually happens. Think of your night like a 4-act play. You drift from light sleep into deeper phases, and eventually you hit deep, slow delta sleep. That's the stage where your body does the heavy lifting, repairing tissues, calming the nervous system, improving insulin sensitivity, regulating appetite, and creating the internal environment where fat loss is easier. Cortisol follows a rhythm, and in a healthy pattern it drops at night and hits a low point roughly in the middle of the night, often around 2 a.m., give or take. That low point is your body saying, the emergency is over, now we can rebuild. But if cortisol stays high at night because you're wired, anxious, overtrained, under-recovered, doom-scrolling, worrying, or just living under constant pressure, your body stays on alert. And when your body is on alert, it doesn't burn fat like normal. It guards energy like it's winter. So you can be eating well, training hard, doing the plan, and cortisol walks in and says, cute, but we're not doing that tonight. That's why so many people feel like they're fighting their own body, because they are. They're sending burn fat signals all day and survive signals all night, and survival signals override everything. The second bouncer is insulin. Insulin isn't evil, it's essential. It helps move nutrients where they need to go. But insulin is also a powerful storage signal, and when it's elevated often, especially late at night, it becomes harder to access stored fat. And here's where it turns into a tag team problem. Cortisol goes up and your body mobilizes sugar. It can even convert protein into sugar for fuel, because cortisol's job is to keep you alive, not keep you lean. That rise in sugar pushes insulin higher. So cortisol feeds insulin, and insulin reinforces storage mode. Now you're locked into the exact state you don't want if your goal is a smaller waist. There's another cruel twist. If you sleep poorly, you crave the wrong foods the next day. More sugar cravings, more snack impulses, more I deserve a treat, more caffeine, more stress. Then you wake up with higher cortisol and the cycle repeats. That's why just use more willpower is such a ridiculous thing to say, because willpower is a delicate tool and stress is a hammer. When someone is in real stress mode, discipline goes out the window. You've seen it, you've lived it. So if your belly is stubborn, the question isn't only what am I eating, it's also what state is my nervous system living in. Real quick story, I once worked with a woman who was doing everything perfectly on paper. Her nutrition was dialed in, she barely missed workouts, and over the course of a year she lifted an insane amount of weight, millions of pounds total. You know what she lost? 1 pound. Not because she was lazy, not because she was lying, not because she was doing it wrong, because she was running on stress. Her cortisol was high, her sleep was light, her recovery was broken, and her body never got the deep nighttime reset that makes fat loss actually stick. Once we fixed her sleep, things started moving, and honestly, I even had her reduce training because she was overdoing it. Overtraining can be a cortisol factory. The lesson is simple. It's not just diet, it's not just exercise, it's the whole system. And now I'm going to give you a simple night routine designed to lower cortisol before bed, so all the good work you're doing can actually count. Quick note, this is educational, not medical advice. If you're pregnant, nursing, on medication, or managing a condition like diabetes, talk to a qualified clinician before changing supplements or routines. Here's the one drink, 60 minutes before bed. Your goal is not to knock yourself out, your goal is to signal safety, because when the body feels safe, it lets go. Step 1, lemon balm tea, about 60 minutes before bed. People love it because it feels like a soft exhale, like you've been holding tension in your chest all day and suddenly your shoulders drop. It's a gentle bedtime ritual that helps many people feel calmer and more ready to drift into sleep. Optional upgrade, magnesium glycinate. If you want to level it up, add magnesium glycinate, powder or capsules following the label. A lot of people are low in magnesium, and when magnesium is low, your body can feel tighter, more restless, more wired. Some people notice cramps, twitchy muscles, trouble staying asleep, or that tired but alert feeling. Magnesium glycinate is often used at night because it tends to feel calming for many people, and magnesium supports relaxation, stress regulation, and metabolic function, exactly the environment you want for better sleep and better recovery. So the simplest version is lemon balm tea. The stronger version is lemon balm tea plus magnesium glycinate, taken about 60 minutes before bed to give your system time to shift gears. Now the 5-part plan to wake up feeling tighter. Number 1, stop night snacking. Every time you eat, especially carbs, insulin rises, and if you're trying to reduce storage signals at night, snacking late is like throwing wood into a fire you're trying to put out. Late eating can also mess with sleep sleep and make you wake up to use the bathroom. Draw a line, kitchen closed. Number 2, cut liquids 90 minutes before bed, except the tea, because broken sleep means less deep sleep, and less deep sleep means less recovery. Front load fluids earlier in the day and keep the last 90 minutes lighter. Number 3, keep carbs lower, especially later, not out of fear but because of signals. If insulin is one of the bouncers and you keep ringing the doorbell at 10:30 p.m., don't be surprised when fat loss feels locked. The goal isn't zero carbs, it's fewer late-night spikes. Number 4, walk daily in daylight, because it drains stress hormones, supports circadian rhythm, and helps your body understand what time it is. Sleep hormones don't start at bedtime, they start with your light exposure during the day, so get outside even in winter. Number 5, do a brain dump before bed. Write down worries, incomplete tasks, and anything looping in your head. You're not solving it, you're unloading it, because sleep begins when your brain believes the world is handled. Keep writing until the mental noise drops. Here's why this works. You do the right things during the day. Diet, workouts, movement, and those actions send hormonal signals, but the results often show up later, especially when you get deep sleep. If cortisol is high at night, it cancels the effect of those good signals. And if insulin is high too, it doubles down on storage mode. So the point of this routine is simple. Lower cortisol before bed, avoid insulin spikes at night, protect deep sleep, and let the body access its repair and release mode. You're not trying to punish yourself into a smaller waist. You're creating the conditions where your body stops gripping so tight. Try this for a week and treat it like a ritual. 1 cup, 1 hour, 1 calmer night. And when your nights change, your waist often follows.